Hey everyone, Cobaner456 here, recording another video. So yeah, today giving you another news update. So we have a ton of Sonic Generations info, and this is a rumor about the story, but it sounds very likely it kind of ties in with what I've been saying before, about the Time Eater kind of being a creation from Eggman. And this has actually been talked about on the boards of SonicStadium.org. I can't really go to the website right now because that website kind of has a lot of problems with stuff like that, to where it's like under maintenance a lot, I think, to where I can't even access it right now. But I did get a message from I believe Mobile Chicani. So thanks for that. Thanks for the news tip. But anyway. This guy says in the boards that according to one of his Japanese friends, the manga of Sonic Generations says that Sonic Generations takes place 5 years after the end of Sonic Colors, and the last few years have been peaceful. Sonic is celebrating his 20th birthday with Tails and Amy, when chaos begins to ensue the world, and he finds himself in the past with himself. However, this is not the most interesting bit, but something strongly hinted at he and I were talking about. Okay, you know at the end of Sonic Colors when Eggman gets sucked up into the giant exploding amusement park, and then we see him drifting through space later saying he already has his revenge planned out? This is what the guy's saying. Apparently, Eggman hasn't been seen since then. It also seems hinted that something's changed in the past. Something is causing things to go wrong with the timeline, as well as everything being eaten and turned into nothing, basically the Time Eater. This is just a theory, piecing everything together, but it's plausible that the Time Eater is a creation of Eggman's, but before he had a chance to put it to use, it erased Eggman from the timeline, or Eggman's somehow become one with the Time Eater. This sounds crazy, I know, but something that seemed weird in the manga was that the Time Eater seemed to be targeting Sonic, and though only a brief glimpse is caught of it, Sonic seems startled to see it, to the point he does the Japanese equivalent of, I don't know what it says afterwards, but there's supposed to be a lot more about the story. I can't get the rest of it, because he just talks a bit more about like how his friend doesn't, like, he has some pretty good English, but and he doesn't know all the full details, but that's what the manga says. But yeah, it sounds like, you know, with what I've said before, how the Time Eater is a creation by Eggman, according to like, I believe, I can't recall who said it, but the Time Eater is supposed to be a creation from Eggman, and Eggman's trying to build this place called Planet Egg, and he tries to go to the past. Now, I don't know too much about that story just yet. It probably ties in with what we just heard right here. Or the Japanese manga, you know, like how with comics they kind of, they just kind of change things around a bit, alter the story a bit, just to kind of, I don't know, just change the dialogue a bit. But I think this is probably true, just hearing how it sounds. It sounds like something that Sega would do. Now, I'm not saying this is a serious story, because it sounds like a serious story, but I'm thinking that, like, just like the whole dilemma, it's probably going to be a bit serious, kind of like just what we heard right here. But of course, there's probably going to be goofy humor, like Sonic Colors a bit. So, but yeah, now, finally, Sonic actually turns 20. I mean, it's always been a head-scratcher when Sonic's been claimed to be like 15 or 16 years old, but he's been around for like 17 years, or 17, 18, or 19 years. But now, he's finally going to be 20, and that's awesome to kind of tie that story in a bit. And, you know, it's about time Sonic actually became 20 now. I'm kind of glad they actually updated the age a bit. But anyway, yeah, I'm going off topic here. The story sounds really interesting. I don't know if this is true or not. It sounds quite likely, and if it is, this is a pretty awesome story. I mean, really, that sounds pretty legit. I can't wait to see what they do with that. Also, have some news on Sonic Generations official strategy guide, and you already know I might just be getting that, probably for the red medals, but then again, usually I am I usually do take the time to actually look for stuff myself anyway, like with Zelda, Sonic games, like with Sonic Colors. I got all red medals without any help whatsoever. It took like 18 hours to do, and I got it in like a day, so I was playing it a lot. But anyway, the product description for the official strategy guide says here, the ultimate celebration of 20 years of Sonic gaming, Sonic Generations delivers the definitive gaming experience for Sonic fans new and old. Sonic's universe is thrown into chaos when a mysterious new power comes into force, creating time holes, which take Sonic and his friends back in time. Now they must team up to defeat their enemies, save their friends, and find out who is behind this diabolical deed. The walkthrough guides you through every level and past each boss. Collect every ring and unlock bonus items and locations. Learn about Sonic and his friends past and present. Now, you probably heard the emphasis when I actually said it, but the thing that caught my eye was how you can unlock bonus items and locations. So, these red rings sound like it's going to be used like, I don't know, currency or just kind of like the medals in Sonic Unleashed to unlock bonus stages in the game. So, I don't know, maybe they're probably, like I said, with the zones inside of zones, we've seen levels and stuff like that. They're supposed to be, Izuka said that there's supposed to be 6 stages in each zone, well, in each level, kind of like, what is it? There's kind of like Sonic Colors, where it had 6 acts, and then the boss. So it's going to be kind of like that. But maybe they're going to be more unlockable stages. And you know how I said with the zones inside of the zones? Maybe they're going to have even more secret references in these unlockable stages. I don't know, that's just my opinion, but that sounds pretty awesome. And then with the bonus items, who knows what that could be? It could be probably like, you know, with Sonic Unleashed, chili dogs, food, or just regular random stuff, kind of giving references to the past or something. I don't know. And also another thing that it could be, maybe Chow will be in the game. I know there's probably not going to be a Chow garden or anything like that, and I don't want to make anybody believe that, because, you know, people take that kind of seriously, like Pokemon, so, I mean, and I love Chow, but I'm just saying, like, I don't want people to get their hopes up high, but there might be some references or bonus items, like maybe like with Chow or something like that, kind of to, like, give reference to the Sonic Adventure games, but, what else is there? I just got so into the Sonic Generations info that I've kind of forgotten everything else. Oh yeah, I have some news on Zelda Wii U, and Ijai Anuma talks about it. He was speaking to Nintendo Power, and he kind of spoke about abandoning Skyward Sword's Motion Plus gameplay, preferring to use the Wii U's touchscreen. And he says, with The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we have the nunchuck and Wii Remote sort of stand in for the sword that Link carried. But he said, but in a game for the Wii U, I can definitely see something like the controller itself becoming the different items that Link is using, allowing you to interact with the game world and with the game items in a very different way. As with, and then he also says, imagining having the contents of Link's satchel available to you on the screen of your controller, that each item could like use elements of the pouch to interact with gameplay on the television. So, looks like Nintendo is kind of ditching motion controls for the new Zelda game. I mean, I don't care really, because if you think about it, Zelda games are awesome no matter what, if you're playing with the controller or with motion controls, but I think Skyward Sword will kind of take care of like motion controls for a Zelda game. And since Zelda Wii U will probably come out maybe a year or two after the Wii U comes out, I mean, just to have another motion control game, that might tire some people out. So I don't know, but you know, that sounds pretty awesome. I mean, that's what I like about Nintendo. They don't just stick with one thing all the time. They try new things out. So with the Wii U controller, they're taking advantage of the Wii U's hardware, the specialty. Like, it has a motion sensor, yes, but it's not like that motion sensor is actually something you can use, like, to use as a sword or anything like that. I mean, that wouldn't make sense. So, I think that's pretty cool, and, you know, it's kind of funny because, like, the competition, Sony and Microsoft were all, like, trying to catch up with motion gaming, and, you know, Sony's... Actually, I gotta say, I tried out Sony's game, like, motion controls again, the PlayStation Move, a couple of days ago. I didn't like it. I was surprised because I liked it a bit before, but now, you know, I played ping pong, and, you know, it's supposed to be 1-to-1, and it just didn't feel anything like playing ping pong, to be honest. And believe me, I'm really, really good at ping pong, and just pool and stuff like that, games like that. And I was doing terrible in that game. It just did not feel natural whatsoever. I don't know about other games. It's probably more realistic with other games. And, you know, with Wii Motion Plus, even with the Wii Sports Resort ping pong, I wasn't too fond of that, but it did feel like, it felt more natural, I guess you'd say. But, you know, I don't know. I know that the PlayStation Move has more advanced technology in it, but I don't know. I just kind of found Wii Motion Plus to be more, more natural, I guess you'd say. But anyway, besides all that, it's kind of funny now that Nintendo's kind of going back to like touchscreen and using buttons again. So pretty cool. I'm excited about that. And then we have some new pics on Tekken 3D if you want to check them out. Pretty awesome sauce. And you know, it's going to come with the full 3D TV Tekken Dark Vengeance or Blood Vengeance, something like that. And then also we have found out that what is it? Oh, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater is going to be coming out in Japan in winter. So could be December this winter, could be January or February. We have no idea, but I'm pretty sure that the game there is going to come out before it does in the U.S. And then, oh yeah, in case you didn't know, I'd noticed it quite a while ago actually. But the Natsume's games, Harvest Moon and Gabrielle Ghostly Groove have been delayed in North America, mostly because of the 3DS's dwindling sales, which have actually spiked now very sharply. But you know, still they delayed it, and you know, I noticed it with Harvest Moon because Harvest Moon was supposed to come out, I believe, September 13th or September 11th. I was thinking, I might get that after Star Fox 64 3D. But now it's delayed to October, along with Gabrielle's Ghostly Groove. It's going to be coming out in October sometime because they kind of delayed it for the 3DS sales, and then also because of the Halloween kind of like style in the game, so they delayed it for Halloween basically, which is kind of cool, I guess you'd say. What else is there? I think that's basically it. Don't have too much else besides that. So anyway, yeah, that's basically it. And also, with what's new on the Nintendo 3DS eShop yesterday, I couldn't do it because eShop wasn't working, and it started to work for me around 12 o'clock at night, and I was in bed. So that's why I didn't record it yesterday. It was under maintenance, but today should do it. So anyway, thanks. See ya. Have a good day, and sorry for all my rambling and stuff like that. Oh, and if you want to watch this video with background music, just click on the link in the description to go to Blip TV, and it has like Sonic Adventure 2 music and stuff like that in it. So anyway, yeah, thanks. See you. Have a good day.